Working as a Mercedes-Benz technician after graduating from UTI 7 years ago, Ronnie Almasi gained some great industry experience. However, it wasn't long before he turned sour on dealership politics and having to simply repair engines back to their original working order. Almasi wanted to build engines with more horsepower and better engineering than they previously had. And who can blame him? His love for engine building grew even more after he bought a Mitsubishi Evo. That passion eventually led to Almasi and his business partner Jeffrey Velazquez into opening up JRP Performance in Bellflower, California. The full-service shop features 3 bays where it performs engine building and assembly work, transmission work, tuning, maintenance, and much more on Nissan and Mitsubishi engines like this 4G63 Evo 8. My name is Greg Jones, and I'm the managing editor of Engine Builder magazine, and welcome to another episode of Engine of the Week.
This video is sponsored by Pengrade Oil. Precision, performance, Pengrade. Always the original green oil.
This week we are featuring a 4G63 Evo 8 engine built by the guys at JRP Performance. This engine is half concrete filled with half-inch head studs, stainless steel O-rings, custom diamond pistons, and aluminum FFWD Vader connecting rods.
It's a 4G63. It's for an Evo 8. It's actually an Evo 9 block, but the only difference is the oil fitting to the cylinder head, because the Evo 9 has MyVec, the variable valve timing, and the Evo 8 does not. So it's essentially an Evo 8 block, so that doesn't really make that big of a difference. It is going in my personal Evo 8.
The block has been drilled and tapped for L19 half-inch head studs, which are bigger than factory at 12.7 millimeters versus 11 millimeters. However, the special part of the block is the concrete work.
The block is filled with concrete. I use the Moroso block filler. The more water you add to it, the harder it gets, so it just cured perfectly. So the reason I did that is because on our previous builds, I had a complete wet block, and the block actually ended up cracking at one of the coolant ports. And it's believed to basically reduce harmonics in the actual engine block whenever you fill the cylinders with concrete, whether it's half fill, 3/4 fill, or a full fill. The reason I do that mostly is so the bottom end doesn't flex when when each cylinder is making in excess of 250 horsepower. There's chaos going on, in there, and that way I don't have to get super loose with the clearances.
In keeping with a smooth operating engine, JRP used a 4340 billet 88mm stroke crankshaft from Cali's that got nitrided and cryogenically treated to eliminate flex. And it has a special finish to reduce windage because you want to avoid deflection of the block when it's operating at these power levels and these cylinder pressures. This 4G63 Evo 8 is also a long rod engine, and therefore features 156mm Vader aluminum rods from FFWD. Diamond made a custom set of pistons to go along with a total seal ring pack. The engine uses stainless steel O-rings and Cometic MLS head gaskets. It also has ARP 2000 grade main studs and King bearings. The 4G63 Evo 8 engine is also running a 72mm Forced Performance Super 99 turbo. The head is modified for half-inch head studs and will feature Kigley Racing Beehive valve springs. For the camshafts, JRP is using Kelford 288s, which are 12mm of lift on the intake and 11.5mm on the exhaust. To round out the cylinder head, JRP is using Ferreira Competition Series intake and exhaust valves. This 4G63 Evo 8 engine is solely going to be run on Ignite Racing E90 fuel, which is 114 octane. Using the 72mm turbo, this engine made close to 1,000 horsepower at around 45 pounds of boost. Future plans for the engine include making a switch to nitrous later on. For now, it should make for one heck of a drag racing power plant. Well, that does it for this episode of Engine of the Week. A special thanks to our sponsor Pengrade Motor Oil, And remember, if you have an engine that you'd like to see featured, please email me at gjones@babcox.com. See you all next time.